Hey there, Internet. Today we're going to talk a little bit about Oppenheimer, what I think is probably the best film of the year. I am betting that it will win Best Picture and maybe Best Director for Chris Nolan. Let's start. So, when I first saw this film in theaters, I thought it was okay. Recently, I saw it for a fourth time at Skywalker Ranch, and I think it's a masterpiece. I think it's a movie that the more you watch it, the more you realize the dots he's trying to connect. The story is really about ideas and Oppenheimer getting infatuated with ideas from a very young age, immediately kind of understanding everything that is possible from the possibility of there being able to be a nuclear bomb. Immediately he clicks with that when other people in the Berkeley lab just don't get it. Him and Josh Hartnett get it right away. So let's start with the cast. This is probably one of the best assembled casts out of any movie I've seen in a long time. You got Emily Blunt, Matt Damon, Robert Downey Jr., who I think will probably win Best Supporting Actor at the Oscars this year, Florence Pugh, Josh Hartnett, Casey Affleck, Rami Malek, Kenneth Branagh, and of course, Mr. Murphy playing the role of Oppenheimer. I think this is his best performance yet. He really embodies Robert Oppenheimer. I really love this movie also because it's shot in Berkeley. I live in Berkeley. Anytime that you see something, your place where you live on screen, you're like, oh. But what I really like about it is how it was able to take these locations in Berkeley and make it seem like you were still in the 1940s. They were incredibly authentic, filming in his actual house, filming in the Berkeley campus, all these sort of areas that are really where it happened. They went to his actual office at UC Berkeley. The film has a number of accolades. If you haven't seen this movie yet, I highly recommend you see it for a number of reasons. The film grossed $954 million worldwide, becoming the third highest grossing film of 2023. This is the highest grossing World War II related film ever made, the highest grossing biographical film ever made, and the second highest grossing R-rated movie ever made. This is really the body of Chris Nolan's work has come into this movie. I do think Memento might be a slightly better film, in my opinion, just what it brings up, universal truth and this and that. But I think Oppenheimer is definitely going to win him a Best Picture or Best Director. And it's because his body of work, all the things that he's done previous to this movie, such as the Batman films, such as Tenet, such as Inception. All these great movies have been building up toward this film. The movie jumps back and forth between black and white and color in order to show kind of a change in time period. And also because the black and white stuff is really about Robert Downey Jr.'s character, who can only see the world in black and white and doesn't see the grays and all of the hues that Oppenheimer understands. I really love the performance by the actor who plays Einstein. It seems like they actually cast Einstein and brought him back in a time machine. That actor's unbelievable. Also, great producing by Emma Thomas, Chris Nolan's wife. They've been producing since his first movie, Following. So this, again, is a accumulation of everything that he's done throughout his career. Emily Blunt is also really amazing as Kitty. She does a great job, showing the definitely, challenging situation dealing with communism back then in the 30s and the 40s, and, how it ended up being viewed later in the 50s. Ultimately, I think it's all about the seduction of ideas, the scenes where Florence is convincing Oppenheimer, oh, you should really read this book and this and that. All of these moments are building toward the government eventually alluring him in and saying, hey, don't you want to be the most powerful person in the world? You're really smart. There are a lot of other smart people, but you could be the one who invents the bomb. And he ends up slowly letting go of the fact that, oh, you know what, the U.S. government, yeah, we can't trust them with the bomb, but we can't trust the Nazis either, so we have to trust them. And as a result, he becomes so allured by the U.S. government and having this power, and forgets all power is all-consuming, ends up destroying him. At the end of the day, he ends up recanting all of the things, saying, oh, we shouldn't have bombed Hiroshima, we shouldn't have bombed Nagasaki, we should have been more thoughtful. And I think, there are a lot of moments that they could have leaned into more, but having seen other movies about Oppenheimer, such as Fat Boy and Little Man, the Paul Newman one, I would say this is definitely the best film about Oppenheimer and about the creation of the nuclear bomb, even if it's missing certain elements where people end up dying making the bomb or working on the second bomb, etc. Basically, that's my 2 cents. You even got Heisenberg in there. It's these little. What I love about the movie is how you have all of these huge characters, and sometimes they only have one scene in the whole movie. And it's so true of real life. Sometimes you meet someone one time, and they have such a big effect on your life later on. So anyway, it's a very unconventional film, very smart film, very well done film. If you haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend you get the 4K Blu-ray, watch it at home, turn up the subwoofer. If you're able to see it in theaters still, go see it in theaters. That's definitely the best way to see it. If you like this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button to stay up to date on the latest movie reviews. I'm trying to do a new movie review every day of the year for 2024. So anyway, if you like this, if you write a comment, it will encourage me to do more. Thanks so much. Have a great day.